everybody, DUC'ATTITUDE here. Welcome back today on this beautiful day, because it's a beautiful day, because I'm gonna go on ride. And guess where? Ducati Sanford. Yes, again, today we're gonna be test riding the Scrambler Urban, the most sporty model of the range, and we'll see what it's all about. Never test rode a Scrambler before. Apparently it's very easy entry-level bike, so we'll see what's all about, the character of the bike, and what kind of fun we get on it. So come with me, we're gonna go right now. Alright guys, welcome back. Here we have today the Scrambler Urban. So it's the sportiest version of the Scrambler range, and it looks damn pretty good. I like the color thing that they put on it. So first time on a Scrambler. I know it's a smaller bike than all the other ones I've tested so far, but it's a cute little bike. So we'll see what that bike has to offer. Okay, so no problem touching the ground with that one. 32 inseam, flat foot on both sides, not a problem at all. All right, let's get this thing on the road. So it's very light bike, you can tell. Easy to have control over it when you stop. Like I said, flat foot, wide handlebar. Pretty easy to handle. So let's start with the position on this one. We are sitting pretty straightforward, slightly on the wrist. But again, I have long arms, so I'm barely leaning forward. For a shorter rider, you might be slightly in a more aggressive position, but not that much. I like how it's wide open. Obviously I have the camera right now, but if you don't, it's wide open cockpit. Give you a clear vision of what's in front of you. There's no big TFT display, there's no windscreen in front of you. it's opening up the view. Mirrors needs to be adjusted, but not too bad actually, because of the shape of it. You can really see at the end of the mirror, you could see, you know, behind you. Otherwise, I have a nice view on my elbow, which is not really useful. The seat is comfortable. It's a very long seat. It's kind of cushy actually, so it would take it easy on your rear end. So wide handlebar, again, to give you a very good control over the bike. So compared to the Multistrada, here we have a tiny little display, but it's decent. You see, you know, all the information. It's well organized on that, you know, the round shape. You have the information that you need. It's not as big and bright as the big 6.5 GST display Multistrada, but you do have your information right there. So I think they did a good job. And the round design, you know, give a retro feel to it, because that's what this bike is about. Even if it's the sportiest version of the Scrambler, you still have that retro cafe racer style. That's what the Scramblers are. So I think it fits very well the style of the bike. So let's talk about, let's give some specs on this bike. So it's a 803 cc engine. We got 73 pound-feet of torque. So again, very reasonable numbers. I forgot to mention how many horsepower is that, so I will take a look at it. So we got some fellows rider in front of me, tasting some Harley. Maybe, is that a Harley? Buell? Harley. Feeling I'm on a group ride right now. So the tank is very flat as far as the shape. Overall, from the handlebar to the back of the bike, it's pretty much a straight line. So there's really nothing in your way. But also that's why you feel that you're sitting on the top of the bike, because everything is really below you. The tank is pretty long and narrow, so make it comfortable for your knee. You know, you can squeeze the tank easily. I would say my legs are slightly bent. I have slight bend to it, right? You can see my heel right there. So, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It's just you have a shorter distance between the top of the seats and those pegs. The seat, I can really back up on that seat if I want to. It's a very long seat. So the bike is very agile, it's very light. So one thing I forgot to mention, and you probably have noticed, I forgot my jacket and my gloves today. So it's not something that, you know, will fit the philosophy of DUC'ATTITUDE, because it's supposed to be all gear at all time. I'm making an exception right now for you guys to go on that test ride, because I didn't want to cancel. I want to review it, but I'm usually full gear, glove, helmet, obviously, jacket. I got pants, I got the shoes, but I forgot my jacket and gloves, so I'm gonna be extra cautious today. Beautiful day again. This is a perfect place to be, outside on two wheels. Life on two wheels. That's really a nice philosophy, and this is a small shout out to my friend Miguel at Motivita. Is really focused on that lifestyle, life on two wheels, that freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want, So go check his website. He's got very cool merch. So unlike other bike, there's not a ton of electronics, there's not a ton of options and feature. This bike, it's really like, you know, simple pleasure. An engine, 2 wheels, and off you go. You rediscover the pleasure of riding. The Scrambler is a more simplistic way of life. It's just being out there, enjoying the outdoors. You don't have all the bells and whistles that you can have on a Multistrada, for instance, but like I say, it's the pure essence of riding. Get on it, turn on the engine, and just go. Oh, hey friend. Ah, roundabout. Yeah, it's very nimble bike. It's a small bike, but it's not actually ridiculous if you're a tall person. The bike has nice curve, nice feature. It's rounded, so even if it feels like a small bike, it doesn't look like a tiny bike. It's got a nice design to it. Hi friend. So I could see, you know, people using this for you know, like a city bike, because it's very easy to maneuver. It's not heavy at all. It's easy to get on and off. You can park it pretty much wherever you want. But at the same time, I can see people taking this to maybe Daytona, go on the beach for a while. Not saying it's an off-road bike. It's called urban for a reason, right? So I think the best playground will be, you know, the city and all the surroundings. Yeah, it's so easy to just, you know, stop at the light and relax. Do we have auto cancelling signal? No. See, not on this one. So that's why I say it doesn't have all those fancy feature, but you're just going back to the essence of riding, and you have to do everything yourself. We don't have a quick shifter, but again, you rediscover the pleasure of mechanics, you know, clutch, gearbox, throttle. That big thing right there. Yeah, the kickstand is pretty big, pretty wide. So guys, Scrambler Urban. I like the livery, black, red, and white. I like how, you know, the whole lettering across the tank. It's very nice. Like I said, simple features, but it's well put together. To put, like, you know, a few details like this to you know, to simulate the cylinders, the top and the front. Again, nice finish. You had a cool headlight. Born free, 1962. See, that's what I was telling you guys. It's the spirit of, you know, free riding. Doesn't take that much. A nice little engine with some character, 2 wheels, some brakes, a throttle. Let's hear this thing. Not too bad for a stock exhaust. Those are kind of tiny, but, you know, they deliver a decent sound. I would love to hear some pop coming out of this. Single disc in front, Brembo brakes. Like I said, nothing fancy on this one. The seat comfortable. You see the size of the seat, pretty wide, so plenty of room for you and the passenger. Not much to hang on to, so again, back to the basics of passenger is gonna have to hold the tank or grab your waist. It's nice if you go on a date. See what I mean? Alright, there's not much to say about it as far as specs. Again, it's simple but efficient. You just rediscover the pleasure of riding. So I was talking about, between the tank and the seat, it's almost like a straight line, so nothing is protruding in front of you, so you got that wide open space around you to give you a good vision of what's happening. Alright, let's try to go in the city. So who is this bike for? I will say that it would be a great first bike because of the facility of it. It doesn't require a lot of experience, a lot of skills to get going and to have fun on it. Female rider will love it as well. Not intimidating at all. You will flat foot at every red light. Easy to get on and off. It's not a huge engine. It's not a lot of power, a lot of torque. The power is very manageable. And it's got a lot of character. I think that's what people enjoy the Scrambler the most. For the lifestyle that just transpire, and the character. I feel a little bit of heat coming out of this, not too much though, but it's very open. I'm glad they put a protector on the top of the pipe so your leg doesn't end up on that burning pipe. That would not feel good at all. Yeah, I think it's a great toy to enjoy the city like this. Very easy. Nothing will scare you on that bike. So like I said, for a first time rider, male and female, will be the perfect toy. And it's the entry level of the Ducati range, the Scrambler. It's an easy little jump for people who want to discover what motorcycle is. So if you enjoy the cafe racer and more retro style kind of bike, this one falls in that category. If you want to go for quick shopping in town, jump on the bike. It will be a nice little commute. Easy to go through traffic, easy to park pretty much everywhere you want. It's not a big bike at all, so you'll easily find a spot for it. Yeah, I can feel a little heat coming up right here at the beginning of the tank, between the tank and the seat. So again, very comfortable, very low, very safe, comfy as far as the seat goes. You have all the basic information, basic control. You don't need much more to really enjoy being out there. Just pure pleasure of riding. It feels very planted actually. It's a small light bike, but again, it feels like you're on the rail. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, the power delivery is very, very linear. It comes up very progressively. You're not gonna have a kick in the butt. So it will make you feel very confident. So obviously no protections, you know, I'm taking a full blast of the wind right there, but this is the style of the bike. Like, if you want more comfort, well, you go for the Multistrada, for instance. This is the pure pleasure of riding and feeling that wind. I won't say in your hair because you're wearing a helmet, and you should, but you're feeling the element around you. You know, that's what enhances the experience. The brakes are very good. It brakes on the dime. Let me go. Thank you, sir. Easy U-turn. No surprise here. It's slow, it's short, it's light. It's super easy as far as the handling. I also think it's budget friendly as far as that bike. Like I say, it's the entry level of Ducati range, so those are very affordable. So again, for a first bike, it will be something you could easily save for. You won't necessarily break the bank buying a Scrambler. Yeah, I really like how it's completely open in front of you. You just feel like you're drifting through the air on a magic carpet. It's a nice little fun bike, affordable, easy to handle. They have cool color themes, and I think there's a few options where you can you know, you can change and swap maybe some few parts to customize your bike with the color or the design that you want. Alright guys, so you have it, the Scrambler Urban. Fun, easy, nimble, simple, pure essence of riding an engine, two wheels, and yourself. Rediscover the pleasure of being a rider. Or like I said, if you are not a rider yet, that will be the perfect model to get on and experience what riding is about. So give it a try. Go to your dealership, ask some questions, look at the different models that they can offer, and it's very affordable. You'll be on a budget, you're not breaking the bank, like I said, and you will have pure sensation of riding a motorcycle without being scared about horsepower and torque. And like I said, it's classic, retro style, look pretty good, and you will just have a blast. So give a try. You'll see by yourself. All right, we'll probably gonna talk about it with Cody and gives more feedback and information about it. So I will see you guys in the next one, and please if you like the video, like and subscribe. Thank you guys. See you in the next one. All right guys, here we are back again at the awesome place where dreams come true and you can test awesome machines. So today we are with Cody. Good to see you again, nice man. Thanks for having me again. And this week we are testing the Scrambler, the Urban model. So you say that was the more sporty of the Scrambler range, right? So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I always like to say this is kind of the more sporty option bike they have in the Scrambler department because it did the raised front fender. There's a Diablo Rosso 2s on it. It's a race tire as opposed to the used tires that are on the other Scramblers. But you get the same effect, the same retro feel.
Correct. That was the main feeling about it. It's very simplistic bike. Mm-hmm. You're going back to the essence of what riding is, right? Like I say, there's no bells and whistles on it. There's no ton of electronic assistance. There's no storage, baggage. So it's just that awesome. Was that 803 cc? 803?
Almost 50 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, 73 horsepower. It's more than enough. Yeah.
So it's plenty, but it's not intimidating. It's not going to be crazy. You're not going to scare yourself on it. But like I said, it's the engine, 2 wheels, and the pleasure of riding and having your, almost your win in the air, right?
That's about easy you want it.
Be caution. You wear a helmet, so that will not happen. But like I said, very simplistic for me, and the fun pleasure of rediscovering what riding is. So who would you say that bike will be for?
So it's a good question and an easy answer, really. So with this bike in particular, and honestly the whole Scrambler line, it's for anyone, whether it's your first bike, super low barrier to entry, you can just hop on, you can ride. The price point is fantastic. Whether it's your first bike or your fifth, you'll get something worthwhile out of it for sure.
Correct. Yeah, it could be, like I say, first, it's an entry-level bike as well, but it could be the 5th bike in your garage.
Correct,
because you're on a budget with that, you're not going to break the bank. And for people that just, not motorcyclists and want to become a rider, I think that would be the perfect toy. So come here, come discover the whole Scrambler range. Mm-hmm. There's different models, different character, but I think that one is very appealing to people that like the sporty feeling, but on a very retro bike as well, right? It's absolutely. I think, like you mentioned, it's a mix of different part of different genres, right?
Kind of combined into one, and it's like it's the essence of a motorcycle, really. It's honestly it's all you need. Absolutely. All there is and all you need.
Yeah, I think you don't need more than that. Just enjoy, go take it out, and discover what the pleasure of riding motorcycle is. So, Cody, again, thank you for your time, buddy. We'll see you next time, and. You guys, see you in the next video. Thank you.